Care for a little light reading? Well, one could do worse than a frolic through the colonial laws of Massachusetts from the year 1675. All of the old favorites are here: idleness, tippling, and way too fussy hairdos. But it wasn't just the early Puritans intent on taking the punch bowl from the party. As late as 1787, a law was passed to jail pipers, fiddlers, runaways, and stubborn children. And nagging could get you in some serious cold water. Nags and scolds were to be gagged or set in a ducking pool and dipped over the head and ears 3 times in some convenient place of fresh or salt water. Many of our archaic colonial laws have passed into that great appeals court in the sky, but a few still have a very real impact on life today and are worth giving a hoot about.
Woo, woo, woo-hoo! I'm a conservationist who's been hunting since I was seriously, since I was 17 years old.
But never on Sundays, says Joe Judd. You see, Massachusetts is one of only 2 states in the country that still bans hunting on Sundays.
Yeah, it's one of those old blue laws. Part of the reason was they wanted people in church on Sundays.
It's a perennial issue up on Beacon Hill.
Every legislative session, there are bills to try to eliminate the Sunday hunting ban.
Bad idea, says Tony Pizzanato, who lives next to the Willowdale State Forest in Topsfield.
Many people don't even go near the forest. I'm told by my neighbors, because I jog on that road, that I'm crazy during deer season, all right? They're afraid to go in because of the weapons.
To those who say the hunting season is short, Pizzanato has a ready list of objections.
In the spring, you have turkey, bobcat, beaver. In the fall, you have deer, black bear, turkey, rabbit, gray squirrel, coyote, fox, raccoon. In the winter, you have rabbit, bobcat, coyote, fox, raccoon, beaver. And year-round, you have chipmunk, crow, English sparrow, starling, red squirrel, porcupine, and skunk.
You were like
natural.
What do they call those people? You're like, is it a
Prodigy?
No, a facade or what?
Joe Judd hosts a hunting show in Western Massachusetts, here instructing actress Elizabeth Perkins on the finer points of turkey cackles.
That's it.
You see, Judd helped spearhead the return of the wild turkey in the Commonwealth.
It's probably now the #1 conservation success story in the history of our state.
But he's less bullish on the chances of overturning the blue laws against Sunday hunting. He thinks it may be smarter to let sleeping bears lie.
I just think that the makeup of our state, that the Commonwealth of Massachusetts is just not made up in such a way to where Sunday hunting is something that is going to be accepted. Oh, woo, woo, woo.
Outdated laws sure left a sour taste in Rich Pelletier's mouth. His Neshoba Valley winery got tangled up in obscure regulations a few years ago.
I got email from the ABCC saying that I wasn't allowed to do what I had been doing for 14 years.
Neshoba Valley Winery built itself into the very model of an agritourism success story, the nation's pioneering fruit wine orchard. Over the years, Pelletier added a restaurant, a brewery, and a distillery. But the Alcoholic Beverages Control Commission surprised Pelletier in 2016, invoking obscure licensing laws that threatened to put him out of business. Pelletier was baffled, and he has a law degree.
Recovering lawyer. Yeah, yeah. No, they're so convoluted and complex.
Lawmakers and politicians saw little actual public threat from this popular vineyard in Bolton. Some even offered Pelletier advice on how to get around the laws.
It just didn't make sense. If you got to circumvent the law, why not just change the law?
Fortunately for Neshoba Valley Winery, Governor Baker stepped in and called off the dogs, pledging a wholesale overhaul of outdated regulations.
But I haven't heard a single thing that came out of the commission. I mean, unfortunately, it's been now 5 or 6 years, and we're still standing around, and I don't think any of the laws have been changed.
Back to Joe Judd, the turkey hunter. He says he takes some heat from fellow sportsmen because he isn't more active in challenging the Sunday hunting ban. But Judd worries about kicking a political hornet's nest in this state where only 1% of the population hunts. Still, several bills have been proposed in this legislative session to lift that Sunday hunting ban. Up next, not every old law is eternal.